Alien Romulus has an official Blu-ray 4K and 4K Steelbook release date. It looks like The Faculty is back on for 4K from Screen Factory, but will it come out at the end of this year or early next year? Arrow Video drops a completely unexpected bombshell with Demolition Man on 4K for December. The new Crow movie gets an official 4K and Blu-ray release date from Lionsgate, complete with 2 exclusive 4K Steelbooks. It looks like the big Screen Factory December announcement is going to be Silent Night, Deadly Night on 4K. Umbrella drops their new January announcements, including one of my favorite blow-up doll movies. And I don't know about a gold jacket or a green jacket, but I for sure give a shit about Happy Gilmore coming to 4K from Kino Lorber. All this and more in the latest Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 231. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And guys, we've got a lot. We have got a lot of news to discuss today. And I'm sure as I'm putting this out right now, there's more stuff that broke on Monday morning, Monday afternoon. Look, guys, you have to understand, I film this either Saturday nights. I'm filming it on a Saturday night right now, or Sunday morning. So I'm not going to be able to get to some of the stuff that could have got announced today. I am expecting Screen Factory to maybe do their announcements today, which if they do, I'll do a video later on the week just to kind of update you guys. But we've got so much other stuff to talk about. It really doesn't matter because I'll get it next week. But anyway, guys, before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button. Also, comment down below, guys, everything that we talk about here today. Like I said, we got a lot. We got a lot of stuff. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with the rumors. And speaking of Screen Factory, look, Dawn of the Disc was sharing rumors about Screen Factory all over the place on Instagram. So this is not official yet, but apparently, and I kind of predicted that this was probably going to be the one that they put out this year, but apparently Screen Factory is doing Silent Night, Deadly Night on 4K this December. So that is looking to be their big December announcement, unless the next one I talk about actually does come out in December, but we'll get to that in a second. But Silent Night, Deadly Night, I was hoping they would do that because I think that movie would actually look pretty damn gorgeous in 4K. And Silent Night, Deadly Night, it's nostalgic for me. It's important to me for several reasons, actually. It was a movie I remember renting when I was a little kid at the video store. That movie freaked me out when I was a kid. The idea of Santa like going around killing people, even if it was no beard Santa, just Billy with a Santa hat on. I don't know. That movie just gave me like eerie, like unsettling vibes when I was a little kid watching. I was probably like 10 or 11 when I first watched it. So it was important to me from that perspective, but also when I first got into collecting for the boutique labels, in particular Screen Factory, that was the very first one that I got because I saw it at Walmart and I was like, oh, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I remember that movie from when I was a kid. I didn't know what Screen Factory was. I didn't know what Arrow was at that point, Criterion. And I just grabbed it and I took it home with me. And then I discovered like all the incredible special features that were on it. I was like, what is this? And then I started diving into Screen Factory a little bit more. So it's a very important movie to me for several reasons, but I do think the movie will look phenomenal in 4K. And I'm hoping, that Screen Factory does a big like special packages, and maybe I'm not going to get it all, but I hope it gets the treatment it deserves. Alternative slip covers, maybe a snow globe. They did a snow globe last year with Fargo, guys. Snow globe with Billy in it. It's like that would be cool. That would be cool, but hopefully they do it up big for Silent Night, Deadly Night. But here's the other one, guys, that could be announced in December going off of this post. But The Faculty apparently is back on the table. And this is also per Dawn of the Disc on Instagram and also on Twitter. He's on Twitter as well. But The Faculty, according to his post, he said he's hearing could be back on for late 2024, early 2025. So could be December announcement for Screen Factory. I don't think it will be. I think that they'll save it for maybe January, maybe February. We could get The Faculty on 4K, or maybe they'll just push it all the way till April because they got some more work to do with the special features or something. And it'll come out like pretty much the year anniversary for when it was first supposed to come out. But you know, it could come out in December. It could, like, you imagine that, getting Silent Night, Deadly Night, and The Faculty in the same month. What a month to close out the year for Scream Factory that would be, for sure. But yeah, guys, look, I love The Faculty. I've talked about it several times on the channel. I saw it when it first came out, and it was just one of my favorite movies. I liked it better than Scream when I was a kid. I loved it so much. I just thought it was such a cool movie. I loved all the characters. I loved the story, the sci-fi fused with the horror, and it also had that, you know, that 90s kind of Scream style to it with the horror as well. Great performances: Elijah Wood, Josh Hartnett, Jordana Brewster. Like, I love the cast in that movie. I thought they worked so well together. And it's one of the coolest movies, in my coolest horror movies, in my opinion, directed by Robert Rodriguez. So I cannot, and you got the T-1000, Robert Patrick's in the movie as well. I cannot, and Usher, how can I forget Usher, who's in it for like 5 minutes, but he's also on the poster. Um, but great movie, phenomenal film. I love The Faculty so much, and I would be totally down for a 4K of The Faculty anytime Scream Factory decides to actually put it out there. So yeah, late 2024, early 2025. I'm just hoping we get it at some point, right? All right, so let's move into the actual news and announcements that is the rumors, guys. Again, not official. Just because it's shared on Dawn the Disc page doesn't mean it's official. I don't like to say stuff is official until the company has actually announced it and put it out there. So those are rumors. They could happen. They could not happen. But let's get into something that the actual company, the label, announced. And this was announced, I think, last Sunday. Happy Gilmore, coming to 4K, guys. More Adam Sandler on 4K coming from Kino Lorber at some point. Again, we don't have an official date because Kino Lorber likes to do these announcements, these kind of pre-announcements before they actually announce stuff, just to let people know they're working on stuff. Sometimes that can bite them in the ass, you know, in the case of one particular title that we'll talk about later in the show that they've come back around on. But Happy Gilmore, guys, look, Adam Sandler in 4K. I can't argue with that. I can't be against that. I love Adam Sandler. Apparently, this is going to be a brand new 4K with HDR, and it's going to have Dolby Vision as well. So I I understand why they did Happy Gilmore. I feel like Happy Gilmore is the most popular Adam Sandler movie. And also, I think visually, it's probably going to look the best out of his movies. I'm just thinking of golf movies. I still want to see Caddyshack on 4K, but the green grass of the golf course and stuff, I think there's a lot of good colors in that movie that would look great in 4K. So I can understand why they did Happy Gilmore. But God, I really want Billy Madison. I really want The Wedding Singer. I want Waterboy as well. Like, if Kino Lorber would do all the Adam Sandler comedy, like the early ones, like I would say at least his first like 5 big ones, like until Big Daddy or something. Give us Airheads too. Like, I don't consider that to be like an Adam Sandler specific comedy because he's kind of bouncing off of other people, Steve Buscemi, Brendan Fraser, but like at his first five like big comedies, which I consider to be Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, and then Big Daddy. Give me all those on 4K. I'll take those on 4K. But Happy Gilmore, look, it's a start. It's a start, and it's more comedies on 4K. I know nobody cares about comedies on 4K. Everybody just wants horror titles. They want westerns. They want Asian cinema. I get it. I love my comedies. It used to be my favorite genre next to horror. So I love this. I love it that it feels like we're getting more comedies on 4K. So I think it's super awesome. Happy Gilmore on 4K. I'm sure it's going to look incredible. Kino does a great job with their 4K. So are you excited for that? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, guys, this might be a sore spot, but Immaculate is getting a 4K from Decal, releasing on December the 17th. And the only reason I say that is because I think Immaculate didn't come out on Blu-ray, I think either May or June. It came out on Blu-ray, and now a few months later, it's getting announced for 4K. That's the thing about Decal releasing, guys, and you got to watch out for Decal releasing. They're getting ready to release Cuckoo on Blu-ray. Now, they did do Long Legs on 4K and Blu-ray when it first came out, and I think there's another title they did that for as well. But Cuckoo's just coming out on Blu-ray. You got to watch out for that because this is a company that they like to pull a Universal, as I like to say. They put the Blu-ray out, and then a few months later, if it sells well, they'll put the 4K out. Now, if you don't buy the Blu-ray, maybe the 4K never comes. But it is a little bit of a dirty move, and I got to call that out. And I got to call out Decal releasing just a little bit because it's like, okay, with Long Legs, you decided to put out both. But with Immaculate, and I don't think Immaculate did terrible at the box office, like versus its budget. Um, it certainly didn't do as good as Long Legs, but I think it made, at least like $20 million or something at the box office. And I don't think the budget was too high. So I don't know. I feel like if you're going to do a 4K of it now because it sold well, like you could have done it back when it came out, give people the options. But I don't know, guys. I bought the Blu-ray. I'll probably get the 4K because I really love the movie and I like the director a lot. He's a big physical media fan. He actually did a special feature. His name's Michael Mohan. He did a special feature on the new Vinegar Syndrome, The Howling 2, with the director that I thought was super cool to see him on there. And he's done stuff with the Severin channel, the Severin Closet. So he's a physical media fan. He kind of supports, the stuff that we're all into. So I like to support him as a director. So I'll probably get that 4K, but also I'm kind of watching for like a potential 4K second sight release. Like I feel like that could be a possibility because they've done this before with Crimes of the Future, and then a 4K second sight got announced. So it gets tricky, guys, with physical media. I'm just saying, watch out for certain companies like Universal, like Decal Releasing, because they like to pull this kind of stuff way too often. So, yeah, Immaculate is getting a 4K release, and that comes out on, God, what did I say? December the 17th, guys. Okay. So here's another 4K re-release right here. We got Shaun the Dead getting a 4K 20th anniversary release. So this is not just a re-release, though. They actually did some new work here. This is coming out from Universal on December the 3rd. There's a new 4K master here with Dolby Vision and a Dolby Atmos upgrade as well. And there's a new feature with the director and the actors, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, just having a conversation about the movie and just its legacy 20 years later, which I think is super cool. And in addition to this slipcover version, you were also getting a Steelbook that looks pretty damn awesome. It looks like it's kind of comic book inspired and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. And it's kind of a win for me because I never bought Shaun the Dead on 4K. So I've got it on Blu-ray. I think I've got a Blu-ray Steelbook that I bought back at Best Buy back in the day that I think was kind of comic booky as well. But yeah, I'll probably get the 4K slipcover of this just because I don't have the movie on 4K, and this will be the best possible version of the film on 4K. So that's pretty awesome. That's coming out from Universal on December the 3rd. We've also got a Leon the Professional 30th anniversary Steelbook. This was announced by Studio Canal. So this is coming out over in the UK on December the 2nd. You're getting a 4K restoration with 2 cuts of the film and HDR and Dolby Vision. So yeah, this is a big one from 1994 that I have never seen. I've never seen Leon the Professional. So this is one. I don't know if I'll get this release because there's multiple. I think there's a Steelbook in the States, and I think there's also a regular 4K in the States of Leon. So but maybe it doesn't have the Dolby Vision or HDR. Maybe I should get this Steelbook, but I'll probably pass on this and maybe get one of those releases in the States. But this is cool. Like if you're a super fan, like I know people that really love this movie. You may want to get all the editions of Leon the Professional. And this looks like a pretty cool Steelbook. You got Gary Oldman in this film. I really need to watch that movie at some point for sure. All right. So next up, guys, we've got Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus is getting a release from Disney on December the 3rd. It's getting a 4K. All right, it's getting a Blu-ray that has a slightly different cover. It's a black cover, black aesthetic with the red, and then the other one, well, it still has red as well. I was going to say red with black inside, but one is red, the 4K is red, and Disney does this kind of stuff. They differentiate these slipcovers. Like Disney acts like they don't know there's a collector community, while at the same time they know there's a collector community. They know that there's people that will buy both of these just because they look different. So I call bullshit on Disney sometimes, guys. Like they know we're out there. They know we like this stuff. So give us the movies we want, damn it. But there's a Blu-ray and there's also a 4K Steelbook. And I think these are all available to pre-order. Well, it might not be available to pre-order now. Disney usually waits a little bit to put it up for pre-order, but I think all of these are going to be available on Amazon to get, even the Steelbook. It's not exclusive to Walmart or anything like that, but pretty cool looking Steelbook. Pretty cool looking Steelbook. I'll be honest. I like the design on it. I like the artwork on the front. I think there's some cool stuff on the back, and there's some cool imagery on the inside as well. And one thing I got to give it to Disney on is they do some pretty sweet disc art. So that looks like some pretty awesome disc art on that release as well. But me personally, I'll probably get the just the standard 4K slip for this one. But I am very excited to see Alien Romulus because I didn't get a chance to go out in the theaters and see it. And I really, really should have because I really wanted to see it. But I'm really excited to check this one out for sure. But yeah, Alien Romulus. It's also going to have Dolby Atmos as well. And this is what I thought was really cool. There's tons of features on this, guys. Another thing I got to give Disney. I hate giving Disney credit for anything, but I got to give them credit for good special features. Like they're actually putting efforts into their special features. There's tons of special features featuring the director of the film, Fede Alvarez, and Ridley Scott. So when I was looking at it, there was like them both talking about the movie and the Alien franchise legacy. Like there's several features on that release, guys. So again, got to give it to Disney. The Hitcher, I talked about this the other night in a live stream, but The Hitcher is getting a 4K release in the States from Warner Brothers. Obviously, we have the Second Sight edition, which I'll go ahead and show it right now, guys. I got it. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I have the Hitcher 4K edition from Second Sight, which I will be showing it off and reviewing at a later date. But the Hitcher is getting a 4K release from Warner Brothers on October the 22nd. Now, here's the kicker, guys. This is going to be the exact same transfer as the Second Sight version. This is according to the digital bit. So you don't have to worry about it being a different transfer. Now, I will say Second Sight's probably got a better encoding on their discs. They probably do a better job at that, and it probably looks a little bit better from Second Sight. But it is the same restoration that Warner Brothers is using, so it's not going to be a drastic difference between the two. So if you like the Hitcher, but not enough to get a $50 box set version from Second Sight, then this version right here is probably going to be $25, and it's going to be perfectly good for those people that just want the movie on 4K, because it's going to have a couple special features on it, but it's not going to have all the special features that the Second Sight has. Like the Second Sight's a monster just with the contents and the special features in it. But again, if you just like the movie and you just want it in 4K, or you don't care about features, you don't care about booklets and all that stuff, it's a good option for you to get in the States right here. And again, I thought it was very convenient that Warner Brothers announces this like right when all the Second Sights are starting to ship. It's almost like they worked out a deal for that as well. So that everybody, because look, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody that bought the Second Sight is going to be disappointed that they bought the Second Sight, because they would have waited for the 4K. But there are some people that I think might have almost jumped into the Second Sight. And now they got a good option to get the Hitcher on 4K. They don't have to go the Second Sight route and import that title. So the Hitcher on 4K, guys, let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you're relieved that it's getting a 4K in the States, because you don't have to import the 4K from the UK. Let me know in the comment section below. We've also got Deadpool and Wolverine. Last week I showed off the 4K cover. This week I'm showing off the Blu-ray cover because it's now revealed. So Deadpool and Wolverine is coming out from Disney on October the 22nd. It's getting a 4K. It's getting a Blu-ray right here. I like this cover. I like the cover on the Blu-ray. Again, Disney, different cover on the Blu-ray than was on the 4K. So that's pretty cool. And you're also getting two 4K Steelbooks, different 4K Steelbooks. And you're also getting a Walmart's not 4K Steelbook, but a Blu-ray. Sorry, guys. A Blu-ray pop-up book. Look at that, guys. You open that up and you got some Deadpools like popping up on the inside. So I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm probably not going to get that because I want the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. Saw that one in the theaters, but I'll probably just get the standard 4K slipcover. I'm not too fancy anymore, guys. Like when it comes to certain Steelbooks and stuff, I'll definitely dip in on them. But when it comes to a lot of new releases, I just want the 4K standard version for sure. But these Steelbooks look really nice. It's just the price that's going to deter me from getting them, because I'm sure they're going to be like $45 because it's Disney and they always overprice for that kind of stuff. I don't think that this is available to pre-order unless it goes up on Monday. But as of right now, it's not available to pre-order. Now, everything that I talk about in this video today, if it's available to pre-order right before this video goes up, I will put those links down below. So if anything's available to pre-order, I'll put that link down below. All the deals, I'll put the links down below. Everything coming out this week, I'll put the links down below. Long story short, if you're interested in any of these titles, please use those links down below. They're Amazon affiliate links. They do help support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you're buying them anyway off of Amazon, I would appreciate you using the links. But you got Deadpool and Wolverine, guys, all kinds of editions, 4K Blu-ray, Walmart Blu-ray, 2 Steelbooks. Disney's doing that one up. The movie made a ton of money, so it's no surprise. But you know what's funny? I just want to talk about this real quick. Inside Out 2 made a ton of money, and it only got a 4K Steelbook and a Blu-ray slipcover. Why did that not get a standard 4K? I have no idea. But let's move on. Let's move on to The Crow. another movie that was everybody's favorite this year, right? I'm kidding. But The Crow, guys, came out and ate shit at the box office. So Lionsgate's looking to recoup some of that money with two 4K Steelbooks, a regular 4K, and a Blu-ray right here. So there are multiple editions coming out of The Crow from Lionsgate on November the 5th. Like I said, there's a Blu-ray, a 4K Steelbook, and a Walmart 4K Steelbook as well. Let me see if I got a different image of this. Okay, so that's the top one is the Amazon, the one you can get off of Amazon, the regular one. Might be available in other locations as well. And the bottom one is the Walmart Steelbook. So I got to be honest, I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the Walmart one just because I like the red. I think that's pretty cool. The aesthetically, I think it looks nice. I don't love I don't know. I just don't love the cover of the one on the top. I don't know. Am I wrong? But yeah, The Crow, guys, are you getting The Crow? Did people miss out? Obviously, everybody missed out on it in the theaters. It made like $15 million or something at the box office. But did you miss out on theaters, but you're still curious and you're going to buy the 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's talk about Transformers 1. So this didn't get officially announced by the studio, but there are pre-orders up right now on Amazon. Paramount doesn't waste any time because this movie, I think, came out last weekend. But yeah, the 4K is already up for pre-order online. I don't think the Blu-ray is, though, funny enough. So just the 4K is up for pre-order. I'm assuming the Blu-ray will have the same cover art. And then there is a 4K Steelbook up for pre-order as well of Transformers 1. Again, coming out from Paramount. I haven't seen that movie. To be honest, I'm not too interested. I'm just not a huge Transformers fan. But if you are, you're getting two cool editions of Transformers at some point. We've also got Blink Twice. This is the movie that's directed by Zoe Kravitz, also starring Channing Tatum. So this was announced by Warner Brothers, and this comes out on November the 5th. So probably one I'll get because I am interested in seeing that movie. I heard enough good things about it. And next up, guys, we have the Blake Lively movie, the one she's getting into all kinds of hot water over. It Ends With Us. So that comes out on Blu-ray, guys. That movie actually made a lot of money at the box office, oddly enough. So I wonder if the physical media sales will be good as well. But It Ends With Us is coming out on Blu-ray from Sony on November the 5th. And guys, we got Bug. It's official, guys. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but Bug is officially coming to 4K from Kino Lorber. They finally got it back. It only took one of the greatest directors of all time passing away for them to get Bug back. At least that's what it feels like. That might not be the case, but that's what it feels like. So they got Bug back, and I'm going to be honest. I like the regular cover, which I think is the theatrical poster. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like that other one. That might be a poster that came out when the movie came out as well, but I would not like. I saw that image first, with the chest. And I know it's what happens in the movie, guys. I get that. But I would not want to pull that off the shelf and see that. That is not attractive. A man's chest that's all like, itched apart and scarred up, and that's nasty. Okay. But I like the original poster art that's on the actual cover. I think that's really cool. And here's what's gets me about Bug, because I talked about this a couple weeks ago, guys. So I'm repeating myself, but I bought the imprint release because I thought we wouldn't get the 4K, and now we're getting the 4K. Now I got to get the damn 4K because the movie is going to look so much better in 4K, and I got to get it. But Bug on 4K, guys, that has been officially announced, and it comes out from Kino Lorber on November the 26th. It's going to have a new 4K restoration with Dolby Vision and HDR. So let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. I forgot to talk about this one last week, but the Sugarland Express, because it only went up for pre-order on Groove, like I haven't seen it anywhere else, but it is up for pre-order right now on Groove, and it's got a release date. It's coming out from Universal, but the release date is November the 12th, and it's available to pre-order for $24.99. So this is, I think, Steven Spielberg's second film. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did Duel, and then he did Sugarland Express. So I actually watched the movie, and I think that I actually think it's in my pile of movies that I still need to talk about on the channel. I think I watched it for my Blu-ray backlog challenge. So I'll talk about the movie when I do that video. I don't want to give that away right now, but Sugarland Express coming out in 4K. I will say this, the movie, I feel like it'll look gorgeous in 4K for sure. So yeah, that might be one to look out for. We've also got some cool HMV Steelbooks. I don't really discuss HMV all that much. They're a UK company. And I don't know if you can pre-order from HMV if you're in the States or not. But for my UK audience, you're getting some cool steelbooks for The Sixth Sense, and you're also getting a steelbook for Signs. And I don't love the Sixth Sense one. I like the back of it and I like the inside of it. I just don't love the cover. But Signs, I think, is pretty damn gorgeous. If I could, if I had means to, I might, get the Signs HMV exclusive. My only hope is there's some other options for steelbooks for Signs, because Signs is one of my favorite movies. I would absolutely double dip to get another version of Signs. But yeah, the pre-orders are up right now, and I imagine they're going to be a similar release date than the actual 4Ks in the States when they come out. But again, these are UK exclusives, HMV exclusives that are coming out. So yeah, Signs and The Sixth Sense. Let me know what you think of those two steelbooks right there. And guys, we're not done yet. We got so much stuff to go into. It's not even funny. Umbrella announced their stuff. Umbrella announced their stuff, I think, last Wednesday. And I already went over this on a live stream, but I'll just kind of show the big image right here. This is the January releases. We've got Lars and the Real Girl. These are all Blu-ray box sets, by the way. We got Lars and the Real Girl. We've got Severance. We've got Hounds of Love. We got Creep, and we got Metal Skin. So pretty good lineup. Like, I've only seen Lars and the Real Girl, and I love that movie, so I'm excited to get that. But Hounds of Love, I've heard good things about. Creep, even though I think it's the wrong Creep, I wanted the other Creep with Mark Duplass. But I'm excited to check that one out as well. Looks like a pretty cool horror film. And Severance and Metal Skin, I've never heard of. So, those will both be first-time watches for me. But that's the January release slate right there. Now let's get into Arrow. Now, I did an entire video about Arrow video last Friday, so I'm not going to, go forever with these announcements, but we got to talk about Demolition Man again. That got a 4K box set announcement. That just shook the world, I feel like nobody really expected that. Arrow Video has this ability that I don't feel like a lot of labels do, to just shock you. Like Vinegar Syndrome will sometimes do it. But they also let you know a lot of stuff they're putting out. Kino Lorber lets you know a lot of stuff they're putting out. Screen Factor, their stuff gets leaked like far in advance. But with Arrow Video, like every now and then they just shock you with something you didn't think anybody had or anybody would be able to put out. And they gave us Demolition Man. Is getting a nice, beautiful, gorgeous 4K box set. And I just can't wait, guys, because that's one of my absolutely favorite movies of all time. That's coming out on December the 10th. This is the December announcements, by the way. So Arrow Video is ending the year strong, in my opinion, just like they started the year strong with Conan. Look, that's kind of funny. I'm just not thinking about it. We started the year with Arnold on 4K from Arrow Video. We're ending the year with Sly on 4K from Arrow Video. So that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, Demolition Man, guys, is coming out on 4K December the 10th. And there's also a Blu-ray box set edition as well that I imagine has a 4K scan. And this includes the Pizza Hut cut, guys. So you're going to get to see the Canadian Pizza Hut cut with this. And I think you can switch back and forth between Taco Bell and Pizza Hut with the seamless branching. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch the movie first, I think. But Demolition Man is an incredible sci-fi action movie from the 90s. It's a little cheesy, but it's so much fun. And I love it so much. So I'm happy to get that Blu-ray or that 4K box set. We also got The Great Escape, getting a 4K box set. So this is coming out. This is coming out on December the 2nd. This is a UK exclusive. UK is getting everything from Arrow this month. And the US is getting I think half of the releases, but the UK is getting everything this month. So The Great Escape 4K is coming out in the UK, big box set, December the 2nd. There's also a Blu-ray version as well. Now, this 4K set, the cool thing about this 4K set, for one, people were asking me, like, if I have the Kino, do I need to get the Arrow Video? You don't have to. I actually haven't watched the Kino 4K because I watched the Criterion, like, I think 2 years before that Kino 4K came out, and I just didn't want to watch it again because it's a 3-hour movie. I was like, I just watched this movie, so I didn't watch the Kino 4K. But I will say that the Arrow version does have Dolby Vision HDR. The Kino version did not, and it's Arrow Video, so I'm sure it's going to have a better encoding, and it's going to look better. Look, it's going to be comparable probably to Silence of the Lambs and how it looked better than the Kino 4K, I'm sure. And I've seen people, the AV enthusiasts, they were saying how, the Great Escape Kino Lorber 4K looked like shit. And, I've actually seen a lot of people say good things about the Kino Lorber 4K. So I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't watched it yet. But what I will say about this, it has the Dolby Vision HDR, but it also has the sequel on 4K as well. So I think that's the third disc, The Great Escape 2. And somebody was telling me in the comments section that that was a made-for-TV movie. But it does have the sequel, The Great Escape 2 on here, and the Kino Lorber does not have the sequel. So it honestly just depends on how much you like the movie. Like if you're just a mild fan of the movie, you think it's a movie that you're only going to watch a couple times in your life, maybe just keep the Kino 4K. But if you're a massive fan, you got to go Arrow Video because that's going to be the best version of the film for sure. We've also got The Good, the Bad, the Weird coming out as well, which a lot of people are saying some good things about this one. So I'm probably going to go ahead and grab this. This comes out. It's also a UK exclusive on December the 9th. We also got a Blu-ray version of this box set as well. Then we got the Critters Blu-ray box set, guys. This comes out on December the 2nd. This one I will not bother with. And I'll tell you why. Because Screen Factory has a perfectly fine Blu-ray box set. I'm sure Arrow will look slightly better, but they're not new scans. They're not new scans at all. And there are no new features on this. Well, that's a lie. There's new audio commentaries, but I hardly listen to audio commentaries. Every now and then I will listen to an audio commentary. So that really doesn't count for me personally. They don't have any new features for this at all. They're not new scans. If I get this, I would really just be buying it because it's a cool ass box set. And it is a cool ass box set. I love the artwork. I think it looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. So much better than the Screen Factory version, in fact. But I can't justify. I know some people would say, well, Ken, you bought this and then at this point, guys, I can't justify, not for Critters. Maybe if it was something else, I could, but not for Critters. I like the first two Critters. They're fun. They're not some of the best movies of all time. They're fun. 3 and 4 are not good. Like I can enjoy them on a, they're so bad they're good level, or not even that. They're just so bad, but I have fun with them kind of thing. But I just can't justify that for Critters. I've got a perfectly fine Blu-ray box set of Critters in the collection, but it's good for the UK because this is a UK exclusive. That's what people have to understand. Yes, it's disappointing that Critters is coming out again, a Blu-ray box set, but if you're in the States, you got the Shout Factory. That's your version. UK's now got its version from Arrow Video, Blu-ray version. Still think it was a missed opportunity to not do 4K. I think it would have sold more copies if they did 4K. But I get it. It's Critters. Maybe they didn't think it would sell. We've also got The Addiction coming out on 4K. I actually never heard of this movie, but I'm excited to watch it. This is coming out on December the 9th. That's coming out in the States and in the UK. And then lastly, we got The Last Video Store. This is getting a Blu-ray edition release. People were saying this is a newer film. I had never heard of it, so I would be excited to check this one out for the first time. This comes out on December the 9th. All right, guys, that is all the announcements. That was a lot. Let me take a drink real quick, guys, because I'm parched. That was a lot of stuff to go through. So, yeah, that's all the announcements. Let's get into the deals. We got a couple of sales running right now. We got some sales on Groove. Obviously, we got sales every week on Groove. You got Deliverance on here for $8.99, but this is the weekend deals, outdoor and survival movies. This is going on from Friday to Monday, so it actually ends today. Cool looking edition of Red Dawn, even though I've got 2 4Ks of that because I got Steelbook and a slipcover. That's a cool edition with the red, Blu-ray case right there. But you got the gray, Knock of the Cabin, Deliverance, this triple pack right here with Perfect Storm, Poseidon, Twister, and then DVDs as well. So if you want to get on Groove, I'll link that down below for those survival movies, those deals. We also got the Kino sale, guys, and I did an entire video on this last Friday, but the Kino sale is on until October the 21st. So get on kinolorber.com and check out some of their Blu-rays and their 4K selection. I think they got like 50 4Ks on sale right now, and I think they're all $17.99 and below. So there's some really good options on there, some really good deals. So check out the Kino Lorber sale. Now let's go ahead and jump on Blu-ray.com and check out some of the Amazon deals. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. You guys can see that. All right. So one thing I want to point out is the Frank Capra box set is $169.62 to pre-order. I will link this down below, guys, if you want to get it. But when that was first announced, like I set up here and said that thing's going to be $400, and I was completely wrong. And I was basing that on just what the amount of movies that's in that set, the amount of 4Ks. I was trying to use science to predict how much it would cost. But I guess Sony's like, look, nobody's going to buy all these underseen and unknown Frank Capra films at like that high of a price point. So they priced it appropriately, and it's $169.62. That has to be considered a great deal. 20 movies, 9 of which are on 4K. Nice box set. Sony box sets are incredible, guys. They may all have slipcovers as well. I think that they do. So that's 100% worth it. And I may actually be getting that. If it stays at that price, maybe drops a little bit, I'll probably get that Frank Capra box set. We got the Paramount Scares still on sale for $56.33. You got Dracula on 4K, the original Dracula for $11.99. You got I'm just kind of scrolling through stuff, guys. You got I Still Know What You Did Last Summer on 4K for $15.60. That's a fantastic 4K. And we got The Last Voyage of the Demeter on Blu-ray for $9.99. You got Abigail on Blu-ray for $14.96, which are both Universal titles. So you know what that means. A 4K is right around the corner. I don't know that, guys. I don't know that. Maybe not. But The Fall Guy on 4K is $22.96. The Fall Guy on Blu-ray is $17.96. You got, let's see, Bad Boys 4 Movie Collection. That's a newer release. But Planet of the Apes is $32.10 for that. You got Peeping Tom. Is that the 4K for $27.99? I need that, but I can still wait for the sale to potentially get that. You got Midnight Run for $19.49 on 4K. So there's some good stuff, guys. Not a ton of deals. The Dark Knight trilogy is still $33.99 for all 3 of those movies on 4K. You got, let me see if I can find anything else. I don't think I can find anything else, guys. I'm scrolling. The Invisible Man on 4K is $12.99. The Raid Redemption is $23. The Fury is $15.50 on 4K. So yeah, there's some good. Nope on 4K for $12.99. I didn't think I was going to find any more, but there's a lot of stuff, guys. RIPD is $12.99. I'll link all this stuff down below in the description, guys. Menace to Society is on sale for $27.99. That's a great 4K. Spectacular 4K. I think Risky Business is on sale, the 4K for $27.99. The Pope's Exorcist is $12.25. The Longest Yard is 1673 on 4K. So there's some good stuff, guys. There's some good stuff. If there's any more deals that come up, I will link all that stuff down below in the description. Let me take this off, and then we will get into what is new this week, which is not going to take that long at all because there's really not a lot coming out this week. We do have the Paramount Scares box set, Volume 2, that's coming out this week, which I've already showcased on the channel. I've already reviewed Friday the 13th Part 2. But that is coming out this week, guys. You got Orphan First Kill in here. You got Breakdown with Kurt Russell. You got World War Z and Friday the 13th Part 2, all on 4K in this box set with a nice Fangoria magazine as well. Really nice box set, and it is $63.19 to get that. So I think it's a great price. But again, only if you're interested in the titles. We've also got The Blob, getting a 4K Steelbook from Screen Factory for $39.99. I love The Blob. I never got this Steelbook. I don't think it's the greatest Steelbook. It's okay. It's okay, but it just doesn't catch my eye. But I got, a couple of versions of The Blob. I don't need another Blob 4K. We got The West Wing coming out this week, the complete series of The West Wing on Blu-ray for $129.99. That's coming out from Warner Brothers. So for everybody saying we need more TV, on Blu-ray, if you like The West Wing, maybe go out and support it. I know I have a tough time buying TV on Blu-ray, but, that's cool. We're getting more TV on Blu-ray. Always a good thing. We got As Above, So Below, getting a Blu-ray edition from Screen Factory this week for $27.99. We also have The Imaginary 4K Steelbook, guys, coming out from Lionsgate for $29.99. That is a pretty sweet Steelbook. And I haven't heard the best things about the movie. I don't think it's going to sell particularly well, so I might wait till it drops maybe a little bit more in price. Maybe it will, because there's a lot of marks out there for artwork, so maybe it will sell well. But maybe I'll get that at some point. We've also got Burn Witch Burn coming out from Kino Lorber for $18.59. And let's switch over to Blu-ray.com, if I can take this off here. And we only got a few other releases, guys. We got First Love. I think that's a Kino release. Body and Soul, also a Kino release. And we got Sebastian, which I think is also a Kino release. And that's coming out for $24.98. So not a ton coming out this week. Now this box set right here, this Memento Mori, which I think is the German filmmaker box set, if I can actually get this to work. Does not have like a price point, but it says it's coming out this week. So I don't know if that's actually like legit or not. It's saying it's like an Arrow Video exclusive. So I don't know what's going on with this box set, guys. It was supposed to come out in August and it hasn't come out yet. It got delayed. So, but that is on here if anybody, had a question about that. But that is it, guys. That is a Physical Media Report, episode 231. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Like always, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below of everything that we talked about. What are you the most excited about? Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.